morning.
Wait for it.
It's 1:30 already. It's morning.
Yes. And what a lovely morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to yet another edition of the Morning Roast. And I am, of course, your host, Mr. Sugar Chris. We're putting a little bit of sweetness in your coffee this morning. And with me, as always, is Mr. Sim.
You should say sweetness in your day, but just saying. Hi,
Don't give
welcome
me
to the
your
morning
shit,
roast,
Sim.
and let's start this morning great. Hopefully, everybody's gonna have a great day.
They're great.
You've already ruined my day with your snap.
Great.
When I think of Sugar Crisp, I think of Sugar Bear from
Yeah,
the
sugar- That's what it is. It's from the Sugar Crisp cereals. Yeah.
yeah.
Wasn't there like a pimp in a show?
Because it was Huggy Bear,
Yeah, Huggy Bear. Yeah.
but that's where they got Sugar Bear.
Yeah.
So he was basically a bear that was pimping sugar. You know, who could resist that? He even sounded like a pimp in like the old commercials. It was so cool.
I never made that connection, but I think you're right.
I
think that was one of those jokes for parents, you know?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I was like, he is pimping the cereal. I'm like, that is Huggy Bear. That's Sugar Bear. You know, I used to love that.
And of course, we have with us Mr. John Hervey.
What's up, peeps?
And Mr. Ben Jackson.
Nice to be here.
Hello. Yes, it's great to meet you. Finally, Mr. Sim has been very excited for your project. How you say it? Roken?
Yep.
You can pronounce it any way you like. I say Rokon.
Okay.
My artist, Max, is from England. He says Roken. It's all good.
I say Roken too.
Yeah.
So as long as you back it, you can call it whatever you want.
Exactly.
And with us, as of course, the Morning Roast is nothing without our chat host, Mr. Soul Ion. He says, "Welcome to the Morning Roast, where heavy metal meets martial arts in a thrilling double feature. Roken and Black Tiger, kicking the sleep from your eyes. Wake up, Chris, Sim, Ben, John, Rod, and chat."
Yeah, Soul Lion.
Nice.
Yeah.
Soul Lion bringing the thunder.
Yep, he does a better job than I do. Let's see. We have Mr. Bristolia Day with us. All right, me babbers.
Dave.
We have Mr. De Bruin with us. Good thing he's not here on the panel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
He has very antiquated beliefs.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
We were picking at him, making jokes.
Yeah, well, I mean, my beliefs are pretty antiquated in some ways too. We might get along actually.
Yeah, I mean, what does that mean?
Let's just say the netters are not the same.
Now I'm curious.
They were making fun of different dialects and stuff like that, expressions and stuff. So you said something, and everybody started making fun of how it came out. If that makes sense.
Feels like you had to be there, but anyways.
Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. Even if I tried to explain it, it won't work. You had to be there. Yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch then.
We got Miss Emma in
What's
McClurkin in
up?
the chat. She is the one who made Sim's fancy logo there.
Yeah. And Mike
nice.
just answered you, by the way. Oh, for fuck's sake, Chris, you son of a bitch.
Love you, Mike. Oh, but Miss Emma did our logos, and she also, which you can also find. Oh shit! I didn't put the link in the description again.
Yeah, you can find our mugs on the mugs.
Yes, we have coffee mugs with her wonderful work. My little logo here and Sims.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
Yeah, and they're on the coffee mugs, and you can get them and have your coffee while watching the morning roast.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Do you need to have two? So you have
Double-fisted.
There you
Chris
go, double
Yeah,
and Sim and Chris and Sim.
Yeah, you can buy both. It's made that way.
Yeah, you can get them like a set. Let's see.
But you will have to, start putting the links underneath.
I know. I forgot to do it. I'll do it starting soon. Mr. Horror Radio's here.
You're starting a good thing. Good thing you're young and pretty.
That's right. Happy Jam. Horror Radio says, I don't want your sweetness in my coffee. Well, you don't know what you're missing out.
Well, that's why you need two. You get two mugs.
Yeah.
You get two mugs, and you have sweetened coffee in one, and then you just have whiskey in the other, and you just sip the whiskey, and then you pretend that you're drinking coffee. So,
it's so saying
whichever one you prefer.
Whatever you, yeah.
Sim says you're almost on time. Scared the living hell out of me. Hey, I'm working on it.
Yeah, I was surprised too when I got out of my shower and I saw the link was already there. I'm like, whoa, that's a new thing.
Miss Amy says, I imagined it was Rokan, like Rohan.
No, yeah, Rohan. That's from Lord of the Rings, isn't it? That's one of the human tribes. No, it's Rokan with a hard K.
That's not what it reminded me. It reminded me of one of my favorite freaking image series that went under. Like it was called Rockin'. And was by what's his name? The guy that draws like Arthur Adams now.
I don't think I've seen that one.
No, dude, it's freaking amazing. Like you can take the power of the rock and turn into rock, and it's all. Check it out. It's Rockin', Rokkin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So the guy that draws like Arthur Adams, not Guinness.
No, the guy, the other guy, he does all the covers. He did DC and stuff like that. He's from Canada. The name.
I thought it was a really original name.
Ends with an AW.
I thought it was a really original name, and then like kind of simultaneous to my own campaign, there was one I found out about that started a little before called Groken.
There you go. It's Bradshaw.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's a really cool book. I haven't got it yet, but I think I'm either following it or backing it. But that, I saw that and I thought, oh man, now everyone's gonna think that I just ripped off this name. But luckily, Groken is a lot different from Rokan as far as the story and the character. So
yeah, like I was saying, John, it was by Bradshaw.
Oh, okay.
Sim made me back that.
Oh yeah, but that's all right. I say yours more like Captain Kirk with the con.
Soul says to John, he says, the song from your mailing list trailer is haunting me, and it's not even my genre of music. If the views on that video constantly rise, you know why.
Yeah, you can find the video on YouTube. It's part of my playlist now. I liked it.
Yeah, no. I'm a big fan of my guy's name is Scott Thrill. And he made an awesome beat for that.
There we go. Oh, hold on, let me scroll up here. There we go. Soul has the link. He's throwing it in the chat for anyone who's interested in the mugs.
Mm-hmm. Double fisted.
I'm glad.
And or radio going. The motion you make while miming drinking from 2 cups look way too practiced.
Hail Area Blackness.
What's up, Area?
Oh, hey, Area.
There you go.
Okay, see, you guys say Area, and I was saying Aria. So I guess I'm outnumbered. It's just like that.
None of us know how to say anything this morning.
So I was just, man, he needs to correct me. I was on his show. I wasn't calling him the proper name.
No, you might be right though. You might be right. He's English, so he'll be too polite to correct it either way. So I will have to catch him saying his own name. That's the only way we can be sure.
Exactly.
Is it Aria or is it Aria?
Aria. Yeah.
Let us know.
Is it A or is it O?
Oh, I'm actually right on something. So that's
all right, you win.
That's probably all I'm going to be right about today. So
Aria.
Let my wife see that. I'm actually right about something today, baby.
Horror Radio says, early in the morning, just woke up, first cup of coffee done, and the wife already spent $500. Yeah, today's Mother's Day. Wow.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
Backing Rokan, right?
There you go. Exactly.
And he has to do that.
$500 on Rokon.
And he has to do that, and I have to listen to some. Fuck. Good morning, Richard.
So what is Rokon about?
Seriously.
What is Rokon about? Can we play the trailer real quick?
Yes, sir. Hold on, let me double check, make sure I shared that audio. I don't want to make a fool of myself.
And to let you know,
Yeah.
Chris, that's one we're gonna have to back 2 copies.
Yeah, I know you've already fussed at me about this book.
Yep.
It's a good book.
It's also his cup of tea.
I don't
He
drink.
just
tea.
doesn't know it yet.
In collaboration with Tier 1 Comics, an all-new creative team brings the epic fantasy adventure of Rokon to life, combining high fantasy and heavy metal artistic styles and sensibilities with the action-packed, fun world of superhero comic books. Rokon is part fantasy, part superhero, and all metal.
Okay, that startled me. Okay, that did too. Dude,
Damn jump scares.
I think. Did you just kick Ben to the curb? Where'd he go? This is hot.
What?
Where's
He
Ben?
left us. How dare
No,
he? I'm not promoting anymore.
No, he has some internet connection issues sometimes, and you saw him froze when he tried to say that he drinks tea or something.
Oh, dude, this is actually my first time seeing Rokon. I'm gonna back this. This looks great.
Told you
It
guys.
gives me the feel. It kind of gives me the feel of Slain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I wanted. Yeah, it reminds me of that
yeah.
slang.
That
Yeah.
explains why Sim is so excited for it.
Dude, okay.
Yeah. Dude, what's his name? Mushroom. The artist there, Max Headroom, Mushroom Head.
What? Mushroom.
I forgot what's his
Oh,
name.
Max Headshroom.
Yeah, Headroom.
Oh, Headshroom. Okay.
And he's a huge, 2080 heavy metal fan. Bisley, like all this stuff I like. I'm like, it shows in the art.
Yeah, the art is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this is excellent looking.
Yep.
I really like this page here of the camels and
Yeah.
and
it definitely looks definitely otherworldly. The kind of the light that's cast. Man, this is just a good looking project.
Yeah, this looks like ink spot type of stuff. Like it.
Dang.
Conrad. Let's see. Oh, Matt Krotz is here. Hello, sir. He says it looks cool.
It does look cool. This looks amazing.
Yep. And if you go down, he also has a variant cover by Preston.
Soul says Sim totally is the target audience for
Mm-hmm.
Rokon. This would be only be a better fit. If it was also Franco-Belgian and directed by Jodorowsky.
Nah. Don't mix and match, motherfucker. It's like I'm a bit that Masamune Shido fan. I don't want him to do Superman.
And let me see.
You could do a Nadverse crossover with this though.
Oh yep, that could totally work.
Yeah, it would.
Especially if when I bring back Bold Dragon.
I don't know that character.
That's the first comic I published in 2009.
Okay.
Before that, and it's the last dragon born in human form, raised by an immortal knight.
Oh, dope.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's
That's it.
cool.
Like ants in a big trail back to like a planet or something. That's trippy. Neat.
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah, here's the Preston cover. Yeah.
Okay. Got like a demonic looking kind of cowboy guy. Let's see. Dave says Roken is extremely cool. The postage rates are also amazing for us UKers.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
awesome.
the thing is that they're both fulfilling. So Ben will be fulfilling in the U.S. and I forgot the other place that he's from.
So says he was
Colombia.
scared of powerhouse.
And Max is doing the fulfillment in the UK.
Oh, see, that's what a great balance, you know. If you can actually, you know, do that,
Yeah.
you know, to
Yeah.
have a, kind of like almost like an HQ in the UK and one here stateside.
And it's what me and Beacon are doing. He's in the
Yeah,
U.S. I'm in Canada, and we help each other fulfill. That's why I can do ship fulfillment for the U.S. for $15, no problem.
Mm.
Yeah, it really helps.
Bulk you do one big bulk shipment, and then you emails over there. You save a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's too expensive, but you can save a lot of money on this, individual packaging.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
And bulk shipment is 1 to 2 days.
Mm. See, these are good things to think about, man.
All right, let me scroll up here on this. Oh, how many pages is this? I didn't look.
28 pages, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm looking.
It did mention it somewhere.
Yeah, let me check on the tiers. Maybe that'll. Let me see. So there it is. 24-page comic book. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got 24 pages. Oh, it's only $10.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, that ain't bad. I might be tempted to back that today.
Yeah, I may have to go get me some right now.
Okay, his featured perk is everything plus a digital copy. All right, so you get the variant cover, the signed comic, a print, and a digital for 40.
Pretty interesting.
I am tempted to start utilizing the digital so then I can just read it digitally, keep my physical all nice and clean, and then do the review off the digital. Yeah, that could work. Let's see. Soul's saying to use them, and you could give Wimpson a wizard hat. Would make a nice set with his purple coat. Mr. De Bruin says I should get a prepaid credit card in only a few days. Y'all, the comics are gonna be mine.
Let me see.
Dave says you need someone in the UK. Sim, wink, wink.
Obviously, already said it.
No, I'm not shopping again. I was looking at the tiers because he's not.
I'm shopping.
Pitch.
Oh, motherfucker!
I just want the physical.
Okay, so and he has a tier exclusively for people in Colombia. I guess because it helps with it gives them free shipping.
Oh boy!
Oh really? Wrong place.
You know, I hate this fucking thing now. You get a package from delivered to you, and now they want to charge you extra money because import. With the new COVID thing, it's been happening a few times, and now. Yeah, somebody sends me a package and now they're asking me for $20 extra to get my package.
Are you serious?
Yep,
Wow.
It happened with when I got my Simon Bisley campaign I back on Kickstarter. It cost me $20 to get my book.
Like
extra the shipping. And now I let's see what that is.
That's like extortion, man.
I know. You already pay shipping, and then that's why I keep telling people you have to make sure that when you do international shipping, make sure that you go file those little papers, the extra papers for the COVID import and stuff like that. I forgot what's the name of it. It has a little nomenclature. It says it. If papers you need to be filed if you're going to Canada for books, and you don't have to charge too much for books for the import and export, but you do have to do it because if you don't do it, it's between $15 to $20 extra that gets charged you. Either you if they return it, or the person waiting for it.
Look at that. He's got mugs as well.
Yeah, but they're only for Colombia.
Are they? Oh yeah, ships to Colombia. I see. That sucks.
Because he lives in the U.S. and he has and Colombia, so he's the one fulfilling from the U.S. Colombia, and Max is doing the fulfillment for the UK. So
gotcha.
Okay.
He says that if he has some mugs left, he might make them available for the U.S. in the next campaign instead.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to talk with some of the CG UKers. Got to figure out a strategy. With regards to, especially with this next campaign for Black Tiger, I need to figure out a strategy to get the shipping costs down.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see here. And Soul saying to me, check out John. He's honest about it. I am too. I'm not shopping.
Well, it's because I can't multitask. That's why I'm like over here. I'm over here shopping. I got the.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Ben.
That was impeccably bad timing for my roommate to restart the modem, precisely as you were asking me about the project. So Ben,
awesome.
What is Rokon? Well, let me tell you. Beep, and then I'm gone for 5 minutes.
It's okay. We've been going over the campaign.
Cool. I appreciate that.
That's all right. I just bought it.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, then it worked.
It works. See,
And Chris is gonna come in too. So you're good.
I was like, answer my questions now. Okay, forget it. I'll just buy it.
The book's so good you didn't even have to pitch it.
Well,
See,
I'll still answer your questions.
See,
Then
you
I
saw
answer the
money-
questions, and he does.
got-
Wouldn't it be funny if I answered his questions and he didn't like the answers, and he asked for a refund? And he's like, "Oh, I thought it was a lot cooler than that. Now that I know the real deal."
Somehow we lost back.
Dude, that guy looks so fucking cool. I said, chick. Oh,
Yeah, now I don't want to know. I've already bought it. You know what I mean? I've already made up all this stuff in my own head. I'm not even gonna ask.
So everything you imagine, John, it's just like that. That's exactly what it is.
I'm gonna back it twice then.
There you go. There you go. Get the 2 copies tier. Get the 1 of each copy tier.
Mr. Blackness says, I think Roken looks like a perfect CG project, but I wish there was a cool Roken trading card.
But we are considering some different options for stretch goals. So if trading cards is the consensus way to go, we could make trading cards. I mean, we have a lot of fun characters. The thing is that there's a lot of really interesting characters with different powers coming up, but not all of them appear in the first issue. So I'm not sure whether to save those until later, or if maybe it would make even more sense to release those, make those trading cards and release those character profiles now, so that as you read issue 1, you get these trading cards of these cool other characters, and you kind of want to know what their story is and when they come into the story. What do you think? Oh, ye experts of Comicsgate, what would you advise?
I don't know if I'd call myself an expert.
I was sorry, bro. I was just tweeting out that I backed your stuff. I can't multitask, dude. So all I caught was like, so what do you guys think? I was like, huh?
Is that supposed to be listening?
It says because Aria commented that I should make trading cards, and I've been considering it. And the reason, because I definitely want to make a stretch goal, because I mean the 3K that I'm asking for, that'll guarantee that I make the book. Spoiler alert, I'd make the book even if I had to pay for it out of pocket. But I really to make it to break even and to maybe even have a little bit of profit, I would need more than those 3K. So I'm already decided that I'm going to do a stretch goal to 4K, and I'm trying to decide what that stretch goal should be. And as Aria, not Area, as Aria suggests, trading cards would be cool. So I have characters, other superheroes apart from Rokon, that appear in this story, but that don't appear in the first issue. So I don't know if it makes sense to make trading cards of characters that don't appear in this book, that appear in later issues, or if that's a great idea, because then it'll get readers interested. Like, oh, I got to keep reading to find out who this guy is.
Well, the thing is, we're already jumping onto a new concept, so we're not gonna know until afterwards whether that person's in the book or not.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you've got a cool character, I mean, even if the character doesn't show up, if you got a cool looking card, whether it's a card or like Phoenix Animation doing the stuff with the metal, I'm really becoming a fan of that too. Man, I think you should whatever your coolest looking characters are, man.
I've been
or you
talking
can
to
just
Phoenix about
You
that.
can split them up too. You don't have to put all your trading cards out of one shot. You could put the ones that are related to this book and keep the other ones for the second campaign, doing the collecting set.
That's true too.
Well, the characters that aren't in
I like that idea.
the characters, plus it could also, even if you do go the route of putting a character that's not, in this book as a trading card, it could serve as like a teaser to get people hyped.
You could put one of the new ones that's not there, and get the rest of them in the next campaign.
Yep.
Could be like on the back, have like, who is this? Find out in the next roll card.
Yeah, that might be the way to go. I'm thinking I'm gonna do trading cards with Phoenix because I've been talking to him and his work looks really cool.
Yeah, he does great work.
Miss Emma says, reminds me of Discworld with that turtle.
You never read Discworld?
No, I've seen stuff all the time about it, and I think I've seen the turtle she's talking about and everything, but I've never read it.
There's turtles in all kinds of mythologies. I didn't read Discworld. My older brother was really into Discworld. I don't know. I was more at that time. I would probably really enjoy Discworld now because my understanding is that it's kind of like satirical and like metal. But when my brother was reading it, I just wanted action. So, but yeah, there's turtles in all kinds of mythology. Back Rokon, that is all.
Yeah.
Stephen King's mythology has turtles.
Mm-hmm.
Real life religions have turtles in their mythology.
Yeah, turtles have always been part of folklore, and they're always considered like part of the ancient creatures, like like the elder dinosaurs. Like some people use sharks, or crocodile, and stuff like that. Yeah,
exactly. So I mean the country that Rokon comes from is a peninsula. That's nothing to do with the fact that I'm from Florida. That's entirely coincidental. And so because they have beaches and they're close to the ocean on all the way around. Their religion is really uses a lot of sea imagery. The ocean is very important for them. So in the Rokon religion, the path of the turtle is kind of the representation of leading a good life, because when turtles are born on the beach and little baby turtles, they have a lot of obstacles to overcome to get to the beach, and a lot of them don't make it. They're killed by predators. Some of them even die, I think, from heat stroke because they can't figure out which direction to go, or they get overheated before they reach it. So the idea there is like the turtles that die before they get to the ocean, that's like a person that doesn't lead a good life, and so when they die, there's no hell in this religion. They just cease existing. But the people that did lead a good life and then kind of became enlightened or whatever, when they die, they begin their real life, which is swimming in the ocean. So that's like the concept of the afterlife in Rokon's universe.
Gotcha. And it's kind of is space kind of your ocean here?
Yes and no, because like the turtles in space, because that's like creating the world and populating it with humans. But the way that adherents of the religion kind of conceptualize it is that heaven or the afterlife, whatever that means, wherever that is, wherever that's located, that's conceptualized as the ocean as compared to the land, which is your earthly life.
Very cool.
Horror Radio has a question for you, Sam. He says, do you still get a refund for Blood Hunt if you didn't back the book but had to listen to Sim talk about it? Just asking for a friend.
Shut up. You enjoyed it. I was going to say, like, do you think that's the ultimate answer for the flat earthers? They're going to discover that they believe in the turtle?
Well, that's how the turtle power cult got started, Sam.
I know.
What is the turtle power cult?
it's a joke that because of the guys messing around with the Chungus on the Hardline, a show that we do. So they were like opening the Church of the Chungus, and we're like, Screw the Chungus. He's bogus. Like we're doing the turtle power, representing the independent creators. The Chungus is just a one. It's just Bugs Bunny being fat. He's the mainstream hiding in our faces. It's like, come
It's
on.
amazing how that meme took off. I don't know.
Yeah.
You never know what memes are gonna make it, man. I don't know.
I know.
Yeah, it's completely random what goes viral. Phoenix Animations with us. Hail, hail. Mr. Nefarious says the art in this book is friggin' exciting. It's funky and distinct enough to stand out in a sea of other superhero books.
I love it. The comments are doing my job for me. Just keep selling it. Keep telling them what I'm not. I don't know if you can tell. I'm really tired today. I got up and did a workout. I thought it would give me more energy, but I kind of overdid it a little bit. So I'm real tired. I need some. I should have made some coffee before the podcast. That's okay though.
Oh, no worries. Marinus says the art gives me 2000 AD vibes.
Yeah, for sure. So
That's
Max
dope.
grew up reading 2000 AD, reading Heavy Metal magazine, reading Slain, the Horned God. He always talks about like he never even saw a DC or a Marvel comic book until he was like a grown up. So when he was a kid coming up, it was really hard to get books from the States because he lives in England. So that's his bread and butter, man. 2000 AD, that heavy metal style, that Simon Bisley style. That's what we're going for. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to blend, and I think we pulled it off. We're trying to blend like the landscape and kind of like all of the accoutrements that go along with a fantasy world with dragons and wizards and swords and all that fun stuff. But at the same time, kind of like inject into it like that over the top superhero action with the bulging muscles and the superpowers and the intense fights. So we want to have both of those things going on at the same time.
As you should.
Yeah.
Nefarious says it's in space because cosmic turtles are friggin' awesome. Really cool, baby.
Yeah,
There you
man.
have it.
Cosmic turtles and weird religions and people killing each other because of their ideas, and like that's the thing, like it's a pretty ambitious story that I wrote, and I'm really glad that Max was into it and willing to do it, because there's a lot of religion, there's a lot of philosophy, there's some really heady concepts going on here. Because I grew up reading like C.S. Lewis and Michael Moorcock. So, like for me, a good novel subtly, not in your face, but subtly communicates these sort of esoteric ideas to you. But what I really like about the way I wrote the novel, what I'm really happy about with my writing, if I could toot my own horn, is like the fact that you don't necessarily come away. Because that's the thing about C.S. Lewis, is kind of on the nose. Like, I'm Christian and I want you to be a Christian too. And it's like, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not what I want to do. I want to leave it a little bit more open to interpretation. So there's these different points of view and there's these different ideologies that inform the characters and kind of lead to the conflicts between them. But I'm not really telling you that any one of them is correct and any one of them is mistaken. You kind of get to make up your own mind about that. So you can read this book and think, yeah, Rokon is completely right and everyone else is an asshole. You could also totally legitimately read the book thinking, man, Rokon is such a dick. Why doesn't he just leave everyone alone? So whatever your convictions are, I'm not going to clash against them. I'm just going to show you a story where both points of view make sense, but where inevitably violence erupts, because that's what happens in real life.
Okay. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, I like.
Did I
the
lose you
whole,
there? I went on a nerd rant.
I like the whole subtlety of it all. Yeah.
So does that mean that you have a particular mythology or theology in mind, and you're kind of, it's governed by that, but you're not going to tell people exactly what that is, or or is it just a little bit more kind of universal?
So the thing is that there's
find out.
there's a religion.
I bought the book because he wasn't here to answer my damn questions. So I bought it. Maybe you shouldn't answer it. Yeah, forget it. Don't answer it. Never mind. I already bought the book.
Show after the show,
Wow,
you can ask all the
John.
question you want, John.
Yeah, don't answer the questions. I already bought the book. Just
What
go
I
buy
mean
it,
by that,
everybody.
what I mean by that is that what's fascinating to me about creating fictional conflicts is that to have a believable story, both points of view need to be convincing. And at the end of the day, unless God came down and told the characters, like, unless the clouds parted and he was like, Rokon's right, you dumb assholes, like, but I'm never going to write that into a story because that'd be silly. So the whole thing is like, you can agree with either side and read the book and think you're right, because I haven't made Rokon just like the cookie cutter good guy that's always right, which is what's boring to me about most superheroes. You know, you read a Batman story and everyone's giving Batman shit, but you know that Batman's right. You know, you read a Daredevil story, it's the same thing. So maybe Rokon's not right. Maybe he's just a dick, you know? Maybe he's stirring things up and causing trouble and he's wrong.
Yeah, you're leaving it all up for interpretation.
Exactly.
Reader.
Cool, man.
Yeah, and that's always good. Like you said, you don't want this stuff shoved in your face. Michael Moorcock is best. Yeah, one of the greatest.
Oh yeah, dude, I love that concept of the eternal champion. That is really fascinating for me.
Mm-hmm.
But we're here to talk about Rokon, not Elric.
Rokon.
Well, like another thing that was really inspiring for me from reading Elric was like the fact that he gets sick sometimes. You know, I think that's really cool. And like when you read stories like The Lord of the Rings, where Frodo has very clear nice. Frodo
Man.
has. That's awesome, dude.
Man, those are beautiful.
All right,
Those
hey,
are gorgeous.
Woo,
It's
those are
a new
beautiful.
deluxe edition, yeah.
What?
all right, Sim. I don't want more cock in my face.
God.
The one time Sim actually turns his camera on and he just puts his cock in front of the camera. Just more cock. That's all he
Yeah,
gets.
it was to flash that cock.
Ah,
You know, I mooned you, then followed by the cock.
Nefarious says,
unbelievable.
Roken has an actual religion/philosophy in the book that has a caste system to it. Older
Right.
and younger brothers that adhere to a hierarchy. It's in the
Exactly.
description.
It's
I
in the
don't read the
description.
description, doggone it.
Why would he read the
Just give me
description?
just give me
Why
the
would he-
book.
Why would he read the description when he has the creator right here turning his internet off at the most inopportune moment?
Exactly, and it totally worked. Oh, Slade. Oh man, the version I have is still from back in the day.
Dude, I have that version. I bought that one because I
But
don't want to touch the other one.
No, I was about to
Nice.
say though, I should get a new one because I don't want to mess with that one anymore.
That's why
That's
I got that
awesome.
one, like the collector's edition,
Yeah.
because I have the original printing, the two deluxe one from the UK.
Yep.
But I don't want to touch them.
Oh,
You should
So I
buy
got
2
this.
Rokons too, so you
So
have one that
nice.
you never touch.
so nice.
I love that shit.
You don't want to touch that one, but you don't have any problem touching more cock.
Well, you like me, he likes more cock more than he admits.
Dude, the old one of Slain, dude, they're priceless. They're hard to freaking get, dude. You don't want to touch them.
Oh. Mr. Grahovic says he is a proud backer of Roken.
Oh,
That's
dude,
right, as you should.
he's
be.
all over Twitter, always retweeting our stuff, always shouting us out. We really appreciate you, man. I see you.
That's awesome.
So where was I? I feel like I was in the middle of something. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Elric. So Elric, Frodo, Brandon, Stark. I'm really fascinated by these characters because they have these ailments that are physical limitations on them. And so the first arc of Rokon, the first few issues, without spoiling it, he has an injury that is magical, and so he has difficulty in healing from it, and so this kind of holds him back a little bit. So he's super powerful and super good at fighting, but he has these limitations because of the injury, and so it's frustrating for him because he can't exercise his power entirely until he takes care of that. So there's this kind of thread throughout the story following him, of him being way more powerful than everyone else, but at the same time restricted more than other people, and so he's a lot more intelligent than everyone else, but at the same time not, because he's in exile, so he's learning new ways and new customs. And so, like, when I'm coming up with the plot points and deciding what needs to happen to Rokan, my favorite thing is to always have him separate from everyone else in some way, as far as his skills and abilities and his knowledge. So he's like the eternal stranger. if Elric is the eternal champion, Rokan is the eternal stranger, always not fitting in and always clashing with everyone around him.
So he's kind of got the the magical thorn in his side, so to speak.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, the thorn in his side.
Yeah. It sounds fun, man. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, it's a great story.
Yep.
So it's asking who's the Hobbit below Chris.
Oh, by the way, I'd like to, since we have Marinus in there. Since we have Marinus in there, look, that came in, buddy. Thicker Than Blood by Pluke and Bisley.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
I got all three.
I haven't read that.
I got all three of them, and I also discovered this. I didn't even know about it. Called Full Circle, fully illustrated by Bisley and written by Simon Reed.
Yo, that looks amazing. I haven't read that either.
Full Circle. For some reason,
Simon Reed.
It's Simon Reed and Simon Bisley, and look at this freaking
what?
cover.
Come on, man!
I gotta look for
Yeah,
that.
it came out. It came out in
looks really
2005.
cool.
That's what I'm saying. It's independent. Like Simon Bisley, people were all asking where the fuck he went. He started doing independent comic. Like you have something called.
He didn't go
Alpha,
anywhere. He just
the
went
Alpha
underground.
King. There's a series called Alpha
What?
King that came out. There was 13 coin. If you haven't seen that, check it out. Full Circle. It's something I discovered. I got them on eBay.
I'm taking notes of that right now.
And look at this. It's
What you
looking
said?
great.
Full Circle, 13 coin, and what was the other one?
You have 13 coin. You have the Alpha King, which is
Alpha
a guy
King.
that creates beer. It's really freaking good.
Yeah, because beer is the most alpha of beverages.
Yeah. So he creates the best beer because you'll find out it's freaking good. But it's also written by brothers that created beer. So it's a micro brewery that hired a bunch of people to create a character. Get it? It's freaking good though. I'll pull it
Yeah,
out.
it's kind of meta narrative, like referring to itself there.
Yeah. Hold on.
We-
I'll be back.
we-
I'll just look at it.
Yeah, we have a question from Mr. De Bruin. He says, wait, it says no shipping to the Netherlands for a physical. Are you adding those after the campaign with fulfillment?
Am I adding what? Well, here's the thing. My artist is in Europe, and I'm in the United States. So we can ship. We'll ship for free to anywhere in the United States or anywhere in Europe. So that if that doesn't incentivize you, I don't know what will. Are you adding those after campaign?
Yeah, that's amazing.
There you go.
I'm not sure what he means by adding.
I hope that answered your question, Mike.
So I'll expand a little more. We're going to do 2 simultaneous fulfillment campaigns, depending on how many backers we have in Europe and the United Kingdom, and how many backers we have in the United States and other places. We'll print in 2 batches, and the amount that we print will depend on the backers. So I'll print a batch in Florida and send them out from there, and Max will print a batch in England and send them out from there. That is gorgeous.
That is
By
amazing.
Brian Azzarello. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Floyd
yeah,
brothers, that's the
Azzarella's
brewery.
really good.
Yeah. So, I'll fucking
Alright,
and check
so-
this one out.
Gosh dang it, Seb.
One last one, dude. They did. Kevin Eastman did a remastering of this, and it's a classic Fistful of Blood.
Oh yeah,
that
you
they
can
did
tell
for
that's
heavy
Kevin
metal.
Eastman right off the bat.
So it's Kevin Eastman and Simon Bisley. So Eastman kind of did the finished art type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they did a remastering of it, so you can get it in trade paperback. It was usually it used to be in the heavy metal magazine only.
Yeah.
So
That's
now
awesome.
you can get it. Yeah.
I love that Eastman
For
style,
all,
man. Like
for all the Bisley fans, there you go.
I was still reading the ongoing Ninja Turtles until pretty recently, and I would always look for the Kevin Eastman variant cover, even though it doesn't match the style of the interior of the book. I just love the way Kevin Eastman draws.
Oh, dude, I bought the the Last Ronin that's coming out. Because
Yeah.
Kevin Eastman and Lara got back together to tell the last tale of the Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
They came out with a director's cut, and I bought it just because it's Eastman's cover. It's freaking sweet.
What do you mean a
Yeah,
director's
I
cut?
love-
What do you mean by that?
It's that they released a director's cut, a new edition. It's limited, and look right here.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
but does it have like
And it
more content than
Yeah, yeah,
the
it has
regular
this-
issues?
It has the script and the concept art in the back.
Oh, the concept art. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
but the
Okay.
script too. You're part of the script. So
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's amazing.
can we take a look at that? I want to see what the script looks like.
you have the Last Ronin,
Okay.
yeah. the script.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is amazing.
Yeah, you have the script, and then you get into the storyboarding.
Nice.
Totally worth it.
Yeah, I've read the first 2 issues. I'm enjoying it.
You
But,
can.
but that's cool.
It came out like in last month, I think. So you might still have a chance to get it. It's the
I'm
director's
gonna look-
cut on another one.
I'm gonna look if I can still get that. I love that story, dude. It's like the Dark Knight, but for
Mhm.
the Ninja
Yeah.
Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's only one left. And we're not telling you which one, even though you find out at the end of number 1.
Yep.
Mr. DeBruin says, even within Europe, that'd cover only the shipping. Just saying, man. And then he says $10 is about the price for the shipping from UK to NL.
All right, man. We'll take the hit because we need to get this book out there. Like I said, I would cut into my. I can't change it now. You're right. I forgot. I didn't see who that was. You're right, my friend. And we didn't plan this out properly, but we are gonna stick to our guns and we are gonna stick to our word. So yeah, if you're in the Netherlands and you want the book, go ahead and buy it, man. Because I want you to have it.
That's
So
amazing. That's
I'll
I'll
amazing.
take it. I'll
I
take
hate
the
that.
hit. All right. I'll
That's
take the hit.
amazing.
And then Marinus is telling Sim not to spoil them. And then Soul says Sim should just make a whole show where he's just showing books and the chat can heckle him.
That would be a good show, actually.
Yeah.
Too much glare. Hold it more to the left. Oh, Miss Katie's here. Says Sugar. Hi,
What's up?
Sim.
Hey, Katie.
Man.
What's up, Sweetie?
Oh, I guess the wives
Hey.
got stream ended.
Nice to see you.
And then
This-
Mr. DeBruin says, hey, this is how one learns, man. I respect you for it. Just got it. So there you go.
Yeah, we're gonna have a logistical tangle when we have to figure out how much we need to pay for shipping and how much. Yeah, we'll figure it all out. It's fine. I can use I know how to use calculators in Microsoft Excel, so we'll sort it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
I'm
just say that the campaigns we do is usually to get the books out because until we pass the 10K, we rarely make any money on it.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I understand that despite this being the coolest book in the world, I'm not gonna make money on the first issue. I'm in it for the long haul because we want this to be an ongoing series. So we understand that it's gonna take a
Nice.
few issues before it becomes profitable, and
Exactly.
we're willing to stick it out.
Good. Then my first issue will be worth something.
Exactly. I'm gonna all the first issues. I'm gonna know exactly how many came out, and I'm gonna have in the inside cover a space for three digits, and I'm gonna number them each one by
and don't
one.
for- and don't
Zero
forget.
zero 1, 002 with a marker. So you can't fake that. So if you get the first editions, you're gonna know because people are gonna find out about this book later, and they're gonna buy the paperback when I collect the first arc all together. So you're gonna wish you had a first issue when that day comes.
Mm-hmm.
So back it. It's cheap, dude. We're giving it away because that's how much we believe in it. We think, see, our business model is that this book is so good that by having it, selling it, the first issue at a low price, people are going to have it. People are going to show it to their friends, and the word of mouth is going to make it so that the next issue, a lot more people are going to want it.
Yeah. Yes, do go check out Mr. DeBruin's Life on Korra. You know, it's on Indiegogo as well. It deserves
Oh,
some
cool.
love.
Yeah, I'll check that out later.
Life on Korra.
Yep.
So many good projects, Katie. Golly.
What's Katie saying here? She says, Chris, I just started the red dress crystal. No, Katie. There's no special tier like that. We're not having another Gretchen. Thank you. You keep that. You don't. You go draw something else. Let's see. Hey, Johnny Cage is here. Hey, sir. Hey, Phil's here. Says get broken.
Thanks, Phil.
Yo, Con.
Let's see. Who else? Oh, hey, there's Max Hedstrom.
Hey.
It's like, hey, I know this book.
The art is amazing.
Yes,
it's by some British guy we don't know. You were saying?
So this tier here, you can get one of the original pieces.
Oh yeah, dude.
Now, how big is this exactly?
Oh man, I have it written down somewhere. Max, answer us in the chat. How big are these? What are the dimensions?
29.7 centimeters by 42 centimeters.
Yeah,
how
that's.
big?
I think that's A4.
Okay.
It's like bigger than. It's like a magazine cover. It's like
29 centimeters come close to 11 inches.
Oh, okay.
So it's technically 11 by 17.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Sim.
You're welcome.
Somebody knows what they're doing.
Is this the only page he's got, like, traditional?
No, they're all traditional. It's just the only one that I'm willing to part with at the moment.
Max just answered. He says it's A3, so it's 11 3/4 by 16.5 inches.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds more like it.
Alrighty.
That's good stuff.
So it's almost 11 by 17. So it's the same thing as what we draw our pages.
But you can get the Preston Acevedo painting if you want. That one's still up there.
Accidentally.
Someone's gonna snatch that one eventually.
Bring it back up.
Yeah, someone will pick that up.
I think we got backers too.
We got the cosmic turtle painting. That one sold immediately, like in the first day that I added that tier. That someone snatched that one up. So I think somebody that's a Preston Acevedo fan will grab that variant cover painting before long.
So only $963 away from funding.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where he was when we came on, but I think he's gained a couple backers since he's been on.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. At least I think at least 3 backers during the show, which is awesome because the first like 2K we kind of got them pretty easily, and then for like a week there were no backers for a week, and I was starting to get worried that we were doing something wrong. So it's nice to get the ball moving again.
Well, you get that kind of slump.
Yeah, those lulls can hurt.
Yeah.
It happens to everybody.
You don't know how long they're gonna last, so they're scary, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is a
great
definitely a great looking book. Yeah, the art really is phenomenal. Yeah, I will be back.
First one's cheap, man. We're giving it away at a pretty low price, honestly, considering that this is all traditional art.
I need
so you know, The first one's cheap, and then once you're addicted, once you need to know what happens next, you need that Max Headroom art, man. You got to look at it. Nothing else does the trick, and then we'll raise the price on issue 2, and you'll be stuck.
See, he's like Sugar Bear.
Yeah, I'm the Sugar Bear. Y'all got any more of them Max Headroom paintings?
Right. Oh, that was the tiger. That's true.
That was the tiger. He's a different pimp.
Yep.
He's also a pimp. There's a lot of pimps involved in breakfast in the United States.
Hey, gotta pimp that breakfast.
Oh, there's no add-ons. Okay.
You know, I think Sugar is. Everybody knows Sugar is the first.
Let's see. Let me check the chat. Soul's asking me which perk will I back. I haven't decided yet because I have Sim. Am I gonna have to add this to the pile?
Yep.
You should buy that painting, Chris.
What do I look like, Mr.
It'll look
Moneybags?
great. It'll look great up there on the wall behind you.
You know, his name is Sugar, Chris, not Sugar Daddy.
Right. Let's see. You got a 2-book tier?
Yeah, the $40 one, dude. You get both covers.
The $40 one, you get everything.
Yeah, you get the Preston cover and you get the regular cover.
I'll even kiss the copy. I'll put lipstick on, and I'll kiss the front, just for you.
That's all.
I'll do it only and exclusively for yours, though. So.
Will you put lipstick on it? Because otherwise, there's no way of knowing.
Yeah, that's what I will do. Yeah.
Or you put lip gloss.
I'll put you in the pain, Chris.
Yeah, you could be the severed head that Rokan is holding by the hair.
Oh Lord.
Think about it.
He goes, "You look a bit like Rokan, to be fair."
He has got the mustache. The Rokan mustache.
Oh, that's John. What are you doing in the chat, John?
I'm hanging out, man.
No, I'm not.
Making Chris do shopping on the stream. Yeah,
I tell him to do it after the stream.
Gosh dang it, Sim.
But Sugar don't listen. He's high maintenance.
But yeah, please do go check out Roadcon.
Oh yeah,
great looking book. Very, very gorgeous. I will be backing it probably after the stream.
Told you.
Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate the exposure and the time.
Oh, that's a great looking book, man. My memory is short. That's why I already backed it.
We got some backers. I gotta.
Good man.
There we go. All right, now time to transition over to Black Tiger.
Now the it's right fits.
Pimp that comic.
We're switching. We were pimping with Sugar Bear the first one. Now we're going to Tony the Tiger.
Exactly.
I mean, this is a morning show, right? So it's a breakfast theme.
Yep.
You know.
So Black Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That's which issue is that now?
So, in terms of issues, it would be 7 through 10 if you broke them into individual issues, because the first graphic novel is basically 6 issues.
Okay.
So, and I'm hoping this doesn't come to bite me in the butt because putting together all these graphic novels. So you've got Legacy of Fury was the first graphic novel. So that's this one, and this was our first campaign, and I was very, very happy with how this book came out. I think the story and the artwork, very happy with it, and it was well received. So we're picking up the story where we left off with Hidden Dragon. We're gonna have a catch me up. So for those of you that did not get this graphic novel, you'll be able to get it. But we're gonna provide a different cover because for those that backed this and got kind of this 4-way cover, I want to make sure that I honor you guys for doing that. So we're gonna have a different cover for the catch me up on that, and then the Hidden Dragon picks up right where this left off. So without giving too many spoilers, you have a new Black Tiger in town, and she's figuring out balancing her own life as an assistant DA and as Black Tiger, and she's also working, because it wouldn't be a kung fu movie otherwise, working to right some wrongs. Her father, who was the prior Black Tiger, is posthumously defamed as a cop, and then the Black Tiger had already been defamed, so she really sees that there is really an attack, and that even goes that really went beyond and deeper than what she thought. So she's going to she's working to reclaim the honor of her family and of the Black Tiger, and in the process, that's right, Black Tiger. She's going to have some encounters with some really kind of next level characters. I'd say the first story was very much kind of a John Woo slash, Hong Kong kung fu slash American gangster kind of a story. This one has a lot more supernatural elements, a lot more supernatural martial arts, and also metahumans. So, what can I say? Those of you that have seen the things that I write, I like to do mashups. That's the beauty of comics. You're at the end of the day, your constraints are, your budget. You're working with your artists and your imagination. So I have no problem crossing genres, doing a lot of fun things in one story, and just bringing people stories that I think, the stories that I want to read at the end of the day. And I think that's what we're all doing here, kind of in this whole movement, is we're being unconstrained and we're bringing the stories to the table that we'd love to see ourselves.
Yeah, and isn't it the recipe for most of the comic book that ever freaking succeeded or anything, is they were trying to do something they wanted to do. It's the same. It's what happened with Marvel in the old days. They were all closing down. The industry was closing down until Jack Kirby walked back into Marvel with the depressed Stan Lee, and they're like, you know what? We're losing everything. Let's give it all we got. We got nothing to lose. It's the same thing that happened with Jean Giraud, Mobius, and all those guys when they did the Metal Hurlant that became Heavy Metal Magazine. They were getting
how do you
cornered.
say how do you say Jean Girard in French? One more time.
Jean Giraud.
Wow, that sounds way better.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. And those guys, they were all cornered because they were doing mature stuff, and while the industry over there in Europe were doing children cartoon like Lucky Luke and Asterix and Obelix, which was what was the Franco-Belgium comics. But they went, fuck this shit. We're all gathering. We got nothing to lose. We're going to invest in ourselves. And a group of 4 people created Metal Hurlant that became Heavy Metal Magazine, which when they created that, why they became Heavy Metal Magazine? Because they got recruited by George Lucas and all Hollywood, because they're the one that designed your Star Wars, the Aliens, Tron, and stuff like that. Every big movement in comics, look at Image Comics, it was the same thing. The industry taking advantage of people. They were cornered. They were, you know what? We're doing our own thing the way we want them to be. Stop telling us what to do.
Yeah.
And bang.
And that's where we are today, right? I mean, that's this whole renaissance that's happening right now. The industry's kind of imploded on itself, but the industry, we're all the industry now. So awesome. I mean, that's why we're getting, books like what Ben has made, and just continuing to put out content that we all want to see.
Johnny Cage says, I saw some of that Magna stuff. Marcio
Abreu, yeah.
Abreu, okay.
For those of you that back Magna, your books are coming. Books are here.
Oh, look at that.
Looky. These are 2 of the cover options. There we go. So these are the 3 different cover options that you could have chosen from. Dun, 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 dun. Magna beanies in. So basically, we're shipping those things out ASAP. So for those of you, unless you have a commission coming to you or a print, if that's part of your package and you're sorry your stuff isn't going out quite yet, we'll be getting the prints next week. So we'll get your stuff out for that. And then the last elements are the commissions. But I'm looking forward to getting that in everybody's hands. Thank you, everybody that has backed Magna. Really appreciate it. And I hope you stay on board for the ride. Because Black Tiger and Magna are in the same universe, so you'll start to see some cross section. Not quite yet, but soon enough.
Okay, Soul is fussing at me to play the trailer, so I'm gonna wait a minute. Better double check. Better make sure.
You gotta have the beats, man. You gotta have the beats.
I've played this. This is one of the few trailers I actually played. I usually don't. But yeah, I remember liking the music.
Tiger.
I like it.
Figure just
So
let the
did-
fighting talk for it.
Did you make that beat yourself?
No, my boy Scott Thrill.
Scott Thrill.
Yeah, and you can find him at Scott Thrill.
I'm going to.
He makes amazing beats. That's my dude. So I mean, it's like you can show him your work, and basically, like with Black Tiger, I showed him the work, and I said, make me something that you think is appropriate. You know, so he's done that for Magna. He made the beats on the Magna trailer, which are totally different than the beats here. He's fire. He's amazing.
Yeah, I like hip hop a lot, but for Rokon, it's got to be something metal. But I'm just gonna check him out as a fan.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Yeah, I like that. It gave it kind of like it did kind of evoke a kind of funky kung fu sound there.
Yeah, Rokon has to be metal. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I look at the first thing I said. I mean, you know, when you weren't answering my questions and I had to buy the book, was like heavy metal and Slain. That's the first thing I was thinking. I was like, that's heavy metal, Slain. I must have this now.
Yeah, man. That's my interview technique. I disappear in the most crucial moment, but it's on purpose because then you go through this like meditation where you realize that the answers are right in front of you. You already know the answers.
You just buy it. That was the answer. The answer was just buy it.
He was proving that the art sells itself.
And it worked. It worked.
See, everything is calculated.
It worked, man. I mean, I feel like I got played, but it worked.
What a mastermind. Okay, let me.
So yeah, so this is for Rod and I. This is it's 75 pages of story. Plus, there'll be some other artwork that's contained in this graphic novel as well. So we're going to make sure that we give you your money's worth. The story, like I said, if you didn't pick up Legacy of Fury, it's going to be an option. You're going to want to because we're picking up the story right where we left off, and we're picking up the story running. So we want to give everybody the opportunity to get on board with the with the adventure, man. I'm excited. I am excited. So we are right now. We're fulfilling Magna. Should have the majority of Magna fulfilled before the end of the month. We're launching this on May 18th. So my hope and my desire is to keep the campaigns rolling. So to roll off of one campaign into the next one, so to speak, and see if we can build some momentum that way. And so far, even having the concept to do this is just because people have been amazing and they've been supportive. So I'm just overwhelmed, and I'm just grateful for everybody that is willing to open up their wallets, because it's not a small deal, to purchase somebody else's content and to say, like, you know what, I'm gonna believe that this guy is gonna put this book in my hands. So I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Magna, like, really bad.
On the way, my friend. On the way.
I actually need to look and see what I backed for Magna.
Yeah, I don't
figure that out. I don't remember. Did I buy you? Did I back you a copy, Sim? I feel like I was supposed to.
Yes, you were.
Okay,
If you're going to, you better get on it because your package is about to go.
Yeah, something ain't right here. I'm only seeing one copy, so I might end up backing it again.
Oh,
Let me check. I'll have to check later. Yeah. Let me do this. Oh wait, first I'll check the chat. Pale Rider is here. He says, hey, I'm back from buying 2 large canvases and a jug of red paint. Well, he must have a lot of blood to paint.
I was about to say, what are you doing? What are you making, Pale Rider? Maybe we don't want to know. Maybe it's better not to know.
It is a very bloody painting. That's what it is.
Okay.
That's all. He says, hail the chat and panel. Let's see. Oh, wait. Hold on. There's Katie. Where is she? She's talking about me, Mrs. Sugar like me in case came in. No, I didn't. I did not undress in the middle of the show, Katie. That's degenerate. Let's see. Here's the Scott Thrill Twitter account for those who want to go hear some more funky, fresh.
Cool. Thanks, so.
Let's see. Mr. Matt Krotz says this looks great. John Hervey has a good product here.
Appreciate that, Matt C.
Soul says he'll back it day one. Very satisfied with the hardcover he got, and this looks even better.
Man, yes, thank you so much, Soul, especially for backing the hardcover. That was my collector's version that Rod and I did of Legacy of Fury, and I'm really happy with how that came out. Probably won't be doing any hardcovers anytime soon. We're all learning. that was hard.
Do you have any leftover hardcovers?
So I kept a couple for myself, and I have a backer in the UK that disappeared. I mean, like, I sent the book.
You too?
The book returned.
Yep.
I've been reaching out to this person, and I've not been able to find this person.
Same here. Yeah.
So it's driving me bonkers. I'm like, this person, they're in the UK, so they paid for the hardcover book, and they paid for the hardcover book to be shipped. So I'm just like, and I can't find this person.
Wow,
I can't find them. I just have the email that they had on Indiegogo, and then I tried to find them, see if I could find the person on Twitter, and I wasn't able to do that. So I'm just like, oh man. I mean, at the end of the day, once fulfillment, I know is kind of a job in and of itself, but it's like you want to complete it. You want to get everybody their book. You don't want anybody out there saying, man, John never sent me my book. I paid this clown. I never got my book.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want that. To get some sort of reputation or something.
No. So that bugs me.
Maybe he's dead.
Or maybe he moved.
That's what my wife said. I was like, I don't know. I hope not.
I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. That's a real possibility. Yeah.
No, exactly.
Maybe he got sick.
Because life is happening.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Too, I know. But you just kind of figure, it's like if you back something, especially, if you back a substantial thing, you're gonna want it, and you're gonna,
of course, yeah.
So
yeah, there's also the fact that sometimes like original art gets to disappear sometimes when you send them. It's freaking weird.
Yeah.
Like I sent a tube to somebody and it was empty. I'm like, what?
Are you serious?
Yeah. They checked it at the thing. Yeah.
That's terrible. Sorry, folks. We're like all depressing now. We're like, oh,
look at that. Look at that. That looks
good. Rod just the thing I love working with Rod, and I've worked with Rod for a number of years, is he's literally looking to outdo himself all the time. So if you enjoyed Legacy of Fury, you are going to love Hidden Dragon, because part of the challenge for Rod is always, how do I take this up another notch and another notch? And the great thing for me with having already laid the groundwork for the story, we just take off running. I mean, we are in the heart of the adventure. You already know the character from the first graphic novel, and we're able just to jump into the goodness.
Let's see here.
So I'm late to the party on this, John. I haven't read your previous work. So Can you tell me who this chick is? What's the premise here?
So the premise for the Black Tiger is it's a power that is passed down through the generations. So it's a mantle that's been around for millennia. And then this young woman, Jin Fong, she finds herself with the mantle of the Black Tiger, seemingly the first female to be the Black Tiger, without training, without preparation. And this occurs in the midst of the prior Black Tiger, who was kind of the glue in the city of Los Santos. With his disappearance, the city just falls into disarray. You have a metahuman contingent that already lives there that start almost an insurrection. You've got different pockets, and I call it different gangs throughout the city. And one of the biggest gangs in this is actually the police force kind of becomes almost privatized. So they get a lot of gear so they can handle the metahumans and they can handle the super folks. So you have a city that is really just on the brink. And she finds herself, A, trying to fill the shoes of her father, B, trying to figure out what in the hell her powers are. And then C, also trying to just retain herself in the midst of all of this. So it's a story of, someone who reluctantly, a little bit begrudgingly, has to take on a mantle and either has to learn how to find herself in it and find joy in it, or is going to have to turn it over to someone else.
Cool. So the previous Black Tiger had everything in hand, and now he's out of the picture, and it's chaos, and she has to come in and make order out of that chaos.
Exactly, and then learning more that some of the things that seem to be in hand maybe weren't on the up and up.
Oh.
So she's learning things about herself. She's learning things about her dad. She's learning a lot of stuff.
A little kill your heroes.
Yep.
That's a very cool idea. That sounds like a good story.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's kind of that, it's the same, especially having kids, it's the same realization that all kids have with their parents. Your kids realize at some point, man, okay, my dad's a guy, just a guy. He's not Superman. He's flawed. There's good things about him and there's bad things about him. And this is kind of her, man. There were more things to my dad than I knew, and some of the ways that he got some of the things done, wow, I wouldn't have done that.
And also, like, she thinks I wouldn't have done that, but then I don't know. You tell me, or maybe
That's
don't.
the beauty, my friend.
Spoiler. But she has to contend with the same problems, so she might be tempted to use the same methods, or she might even realize that maybe it's justified. It's not that black and white, is it?
Well, that's the beauty of it, and that's actually so. Part of what you get to see is in the Legacy of Fury story, you get to see her brother hold the mantle for a short amount of time, and her brother is a character that has a lot of other issues that he's dealing with that kind of causes him not to to fail. But you realize that she has a lot in common with her dad, and she realizes this, and she even has a lot of things that are in common with her brother. So this is very much kind of a discovery, and like you said, it's like, man, it's easy to say something, but then once you're put into a situation, you realize, man, maybe I wouldn't have done much differently than my father.
There's a reason things happen,
Exactly. So that's part of the fun of the story, but that's also part of, I think, it's like kind of like peeling the onion of the story. So a lot of this is discovery, but it's also self-discovery for her, because it's one thing in her role as an assistant DA, she can kind of sit from afar and say, hey, but it's another thing as she starts to get into the mire and into the muck, realizing that, wow, I'm somebody I've always operated, by the letter of the law. And now she's in a role where she's like, you know what? I'm not sure that the letter of the law is sufficient. And sometimes the ends do justify the means.
Yeah.
And so she's basically going through a transformation herself. You know,
That
so
sounds
she's almost like two different people when she's at work and as Black Tiger, and she's trying to. It's a dissonance. She's trying
That's
to
what I
figure
was
out.
gonna
Like,
say. Yeah. That sounds like a really cool story, dude.
No, I appreciate that, man. You know, I think just like with your stories, at the end of the day, we want to tell fun stories. And that's the other thing. Yeah, so I grew up watching Kung Fu theater. So I love fight choreography in books and comics. You know, I like when my that's one of my favorite things about like the old Daredevil comics or some of even the Batman ones. Like I love the choreography of the fighting. So that you do get in the books as well. But I think you get a lot for the story, a little bit more than maybe you would have thought, as she really has to make some hard choices because there are a lot of other forces. She can't solve a lot of her problems with her fist. You know, she has to, whether it's come to compromises that, you know, maybe before she wouldn't have done. She's got to figure out, you know, kind of how to play this role of the Black Tiger. A little bit of political elements. There's a lot of different pieces to it. So I think in that regard, it's a fun story.
Okay, let's see. We got Resistance Publishing Group with us. His morning in the chat. Morning, sir.
Hey.
Let's see. Yeah, I've been sitting here while you're talking, trying to figure out my contribution. I think I only backed one. I think I only backed one cover for some reason.
Really?
I don't get it. Yeah, and it's not even
I
the
was
cover
sure you
wanted.
grab a second. You grabbed 2 copies.
I thought I did, but I can't find it.
And it's not reading as an add-on or something.
I don't think so. No, it just says included items 1, Torque cover number 1, which don't make sense because I like the other one as well. I would have got the other one with all the gods on it.
Mm.
So I don't.
But I remember that's the one you were supposed to get. Yeah, when we talked about it. Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know what I did here. I can't find any other contributions.
Yeah, that's the thing with so many different campaigns. You know.
Yeah, I'm having
It's
trouble keeping up with my contributions because I don't have a search way of easily
What
searching.
like
through
what
it.
are you at now? 200 and something.
239.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's beast mode.
Yeah.
I thought I had backed a lot. Okay.
This is why he's called Sugar Chris. Get it?
He is sugar.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying to cut back.
You can't cut back on the sugar.
But he means cutting back on the amount he pays every campaign, not.
Yeah.
Because he does hold the record so far of the guy that's been in the most indie comics and dying in them too.
I was about to say like the mini deaths of Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's okay. I gotta talk to Rod. I think we gotta kill Chris.
He dies in all my books so far. Yeah,
it's a thing. Ben, it's a thing.
Oh, we're definitely doing that.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. Yeah.
Rokon kills a lot of people. One of them could be Chris.
One of his first fucking thing that he achieved was he earned the Sean Bean of CG. He dies he beats Cecil. He dies in more books than anybody. So now there's people even giving him freebies. Okay, you're dying there. See you there.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
No, I definitely would just give him a freebie. I think it's time.
In Tales of the Netverse 2, he gets kicked off a hover bike.
That was pretty. You showed us that artwork.
He's on his way to the morning roast. You wonder why he's late?
Some dickhead kicked me off my
bike. Get my coffee. I was all like getting on time, and I got kicked off in the face. Like I had to fall like 25 floor down. It's like
that was a pretty hellacious looking fall. I was like, oh man, I think Chris is gonna be like a splatter.
It's okay. It's in the future. They're probably just gonna clone him back and act like nothing happened.
They could kill him again.
Yeah.
Resistance Publishing says John and his crew are good peoples. They've been working hard to push their books. Good work.
Thanks, Resistance. Appreciate that.
And so says now shopping. Chris Evans, that's because of Sim. Gosh dang it.
I blame Sim.
Yeah. So, John, could I refund that and then get
Yeah,
like
let me
one of the group tiers?
Let me unlock it. I locked stuff because we already had people's, we got their books. We're sitting in their books. So let me unlock it.
Are you in demand or in funding?
We are in demand.
So you can't refund unless you do it yourself, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, then I can do that.
Yeah, because
Or maybe you could just pay the difference for to boost it up. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. He sends you the difference to pay for the difference. Yeah.
Yeah, because this.
Yeah, because you could send him whatever you want. It doesn't matter what the Indiegogo
No, exactly.
says.
I can say exactly.
Yeah, so he just has to send you maybe like an extra 20 bucks or something, depending for the tier. It would be easier in a way. Because that you don't have the refund fee, you don't have the trouble. He just has to send you the difference.
Yeah, that's very true. That is very true. Let me see.
There you go. Problem solved for sure.
There you go. See? Sim, solving problems.
No, Sim's creating problems. I wouldn't have this problem if I didn't have to add to his pile. Hex out with us. Hey, Hex.
What's up, Mel?
Let's see.
So my question is, how often does Sim's pile get sent out?
There's only one that got sent out yet. We're building the second one.
Oh, yeah.
The second one's still getting built.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's once
So it's like Christmas for you. You get this like humongous
big,
pile of books.
Yeah. Dude, I got my the deductible like a year after, like the second campaign was already funding when I got it.
Really?
What is this?
Pretty good though. Dude,
There's so many big books.
When you keep in mind it's 25 a pop for me every shipping, so it's kind of like it's better to wait and save a few $100 to just have one shipped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because my 100 and something campaigns goes up fast, dude. When you double everything.
Yeah.
Just every book is like $57 to $60 for me Canadian.
I mean, there's really,
That's why we need to find.
No way for you to avoid that. I mean,
nope.
Are there other places? Is it at least cheaper for you to get books from?
No, there's some that are asking for 15, 20.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing. We all need to be able to find a way around the shipping, and because when the COVID hit, all the shipping almost doubled.
Yeah.
Before we could ship something to the US for $18.95. Now it's $28.95.
That's what I was about to say. Exactly.
Yeah.
Bucks.
That's so annoying.
I know.
Sim Pals also has extra copies of Blood Hunt to boost its sales. Whoops. Did I type that out loud? You know why Soul hates Vincent so much? Because he hates vampires, but I made him like him. So he has to pick on his trench coat. He hates his trench coat. Because why did you have to pick purple? I'm like, dude, he wants to be an evil bad guy. This is gonna be purple. Red and black is overdone.
That's true. Everything's red and black.
Yeah, and I'm like, the guy has to be the Reaper, right? So he needs to represent coldness, right? So I'm like, I picked black and purple, and it's also a bit of like I thought of Darkwing Duck.
There you go. Nice.
The idea of Darkwing Duck came to my mind, like the black and purple. I am the dark. I am the this. And if you read Bloodhound, he is a big extravagant. He believes himself to be bigger than he is a bit, like like he's death incarnate. So I'm like, let's play with that one. Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
So we have El Gargoyle sharing the eggplant. So that means he's happy to see you guys.
What's up, El Gargoyle? I'm happy to see you too, my friend.
Hex is in the chat too. Yo, roasters.
Yep. Mel is there. Yeah,
So
what is up with the egg
shopping?
though?
That's El Gargoyle. It's like to him it's like the equivalent of showing.
It's a boner. It's a boner emoji.
That's awesome. It's a big purple wang.
It's the closest thing in the emoji catalog to a penis. So
There you go.
And then you had some
Let it
drops
hang.
at the end, and that means you're extra happy to see people.
Oh man.
when it rains and there's an eggplant, that's when you're having a good time.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
in business.
Yeah, but then you need a nap.
Soul saying vampire teeth looks silly
You
and
need a
this got
nap.
choked away from a vampire. This is a butthole and you know it. Just needy. Oh man. I can't believe I didn't get the I thought I was gonna get the trifecta.
I think you were going to, but then I think you're trying to spite Sim.
See, that's the thing. Hex Allen just shared the pickle, but that doesn't work because that's a pickled one. So it's all dried up, old and shit. While the other one is all fresh and juicy.
Hey,
Your stuff is pickled, Mel. Come on, man.
trying to go out.
Come on, man.
You trying to say Hex is old? He's old and dried up.
Problem is, I'm older than Hex.
El Gogo's like, that's only special for Shay. Like them pickles.
Uh,
And Hex just answered, I'm old.
Pickle. Oh lordy. Wait, yeah, yeah. So I need to figure out what I thought I was going to do with Magna was back one and then add on another, but I apparently didn't. So that way I had one for me, one for Sim.
Mm.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I think you guys were arguing over who got the Pantheon cover.
Yeah. I don't know.
Telling you, man.
Yeah, and the weird part was I didn't even back the
like
Pantheon. I didn't even back the Pantheon cover, so I don't even know what I did.
So you're not even getting the cover you wanted.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's really spiting you and himself.
Yeah, I was just like, you know what? Sim has ruined this cover for me.
I'm cutting my nose off of my own face.
Yeah, he doesn't want me to have your book, John.
Telling you.
We're still on the pickle jokes?
The chat is.
Well, I mean, they're
having their own
excited about Shay and her pickle, I guess.
Like El Gogo's like, Shay can gobble a pickle, make me envious of her husband.
It's only fun if Shay is on.
Right. Because otherwise we're just
Don't be like Chris, back the right perk, Magna, the last Pantheon Volume 1.
because if Shay's here
And don't forget to blame Sim.
Yep.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know what I did.
Oh, we'll get you squared away, man. Oh my goodness.
Like, there's books I haven't even backed that I thought I had, and I haven't. So I don't know. I'm a mess.
So back it and back the right tier.
That's right.
There you go.
Make sure to get that Pantheon cover. Don't do that. Don't be like Chris.
That's right. Mel, I saw what you wrote, and I'm not even responding.
I'm going to do a refresh. Yeah, so 75 backers over the 2,000 mark. So less than 1,000 to go before this baby gets funded. It still has 32
Let's
days
go.
left. So
Come on, guys.
I think it's going to get there. No
Oh,
worries.
heck yeah.
And then you gotta come up with some stretch goals.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the trading cards with Phoenix.
Nice.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'll sort those out in the next few days.
Yeah, I think that's a good option.
And then
See those awesome characters, man.
And then let's see, Black Tiger. Make sure to go sign up for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be awesome.
And if you missed the first one, you can get in on the campaign, right?
That's right. That's right. Gonna have a catch me up, so you'll be able to get the first one.
I don't know if I told you before, but the first time I saw that book, you know what's the first thing that came to my mind? Wu-Tang.
Ooh, nice.
Remember that those years where they were all about those kung fu theater movies, and they
Oh,
used to
heck
all
yeah.
they used to all like make videos
Yeah,
and
that's where
gather
their
up
name
and
comes from.
practice kung fu just for the hell of it, and that's
Heck
that's
yeah.
why to me it's like that's Wu-Tang, because they used to play, fight, and try to come up with characters. Yeah.
No, exactly. Heck yeah.
Says you couldn't be older than me, John.
Oh yes, Mel.
It's just
Oh,
more.
yes.
It's just well preserved.
Exactly.
Good genes.
That's why the lights are dimmed.
Yeah, exactly. People always ask me why it seems like you're in the dark, because I'm not trying to show you, like, if you see the light, you'll
Ben
be like, damn, he's old.
Ben looks like he's like 22 something there, but he has the
I
spotlight
look
on his face.
so much younger than I am, dude.
That's
Guess
what I'm saying.
how
If
old
you
I
take
am.
out the spot from his face, he's probably like 45.
Nah, he's probably like, well, okay, I would have guessed in 20s, but since he's making me guess, I'd say in his 30s somewhere.
Early 30s.
Yeah.
Does that make me look older when I turn the light off?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. You can see the wrinkles under my eyes now. I'm 33. So
we go.
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
Let's
all
see,
good,
we
man.
got-
Little life experience is good for you.
Mhm.
So saying he has the PlayStation 1 Wu-Tang video game in his retro corner.
Nice.
Let's see. Phoenix says I'm down. Hex says
Yeah,
in 20
Phoenix,
years
let's
you
do
will be
it.
70.
Yes.
Dojo Kun says old is distinguished.
Yeah, say that. I feel a lot better. Then I'm very distinguished.
And then lastly, do go check out Magna.
Yeah. Or like my daughter says, Magma. Go check out.
Magma.
Go check out Magna. Get yourself a book or 3, however you like. Get yourself a beanie. We're fulfilling. We did print a little bit of overage, so I'm gonna leave it open until we complete the overage. I'm about to shut down the commission perk just because I want to be able to deliver everything relatively soon. So it'll just be unless you get on the commission immediately, it'll just be the books and beanie. But I appreciate anyone that decides to get on board. I really do. Thank you very much.
Let's see. Dargo says all a widow 33-year-old on the street. I'm 33 as well, so I can't say nothing.
Look at that. It's the youth of America. Beautiful thing.
Yeah, just turned 33 in March.
Look at you.
Let's see. Dojo Kun says, me too, John Hervey. Very distinguished. The Resistance says, with age comes experience.
There you go.
You know what? Check this out. I was going through them the other day. Here's my pile of CG comics.
Oh, I see 6 Gun Gorilla.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of them.
The big ones. Yeah. Well, that's good stuff, man.
Gosh,
A lot of good books being made.
Yep.
That's why I'm glad for shows like this. I mean, Rohan looks great. That's why I went in and just backed it, because there's so many good books out there. If I put things on the back burner, it's easy to forget.
That's true. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool books coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all my crowdfunders. Over there. There's some here. There's some there.
So how many in there's coming to me now?
Oh no, close it and get
I see those rifles look nice too, Chris.
Oh yeah, I got quite a few of those too. Got about 60 firearms somewhere. Total around that much. 60 of them. Yeah.
Oh. Well, we keep talking about Heavy Metal magazine, right? There was a big anniversary issue, like number 300, not too long ago.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yep. That's part of the first pile.
Whose signature is that?
There's no signature. It's just the paper. That's me doing
Oh,
that. I ordered
that's
3
the
sketch
plastic.
covers.
Oh, I see.
I ordered 3
okay.
sketch covers so I can, customize them myself.
Okay.
I see.
Was the first time heavy metal did that stuff. So I'm like, I want in, but they would not deliver to Canada. So I'm like, Chris?
And it's right there.
I know,
It's right there next to the United States. I don't know why it's so hard to get things to and from Canada, dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
doesn't make
right
any
now
sense.
it's more expensive to send me something like to ship something from Canada to the US than Canada to the UK. And it's
That's
the same price for, and
ridiculous.
it's
That's
That
it's
just
the
doesn't make
same price
sense.
for it's the
That-
same
that
price
doesn't
for
make
the
any
US.
sense.
Yeah.
man. I don't know, man. I'm realizing now I maybe should have considered that before I did that free shipping to Europe thing, because I'm going on the assumption that close distance equals
Nope.
affordable
No,
shipping.
it-
Yeah,
it
that
really
was
No, no logic. Don't
an
get to apply logic.
erroneous assumption. So that might
But let's just say, Ben, if you run into a
bite me
problem,
in the ass.
Yeah,
reach
because
out
you
to us.
tried to use logic. That's what you get for using logic.
Yeah, man,
Right.
that's what I'm saying, Ben. If you run into an issue, just contact me and Beacon will give you a hand.
Okay, I'll do that. But I mean, like I said earlier, and I'm gonna stick to it. I made the commitment to send it to anywhere in Europe. So if you want the book and you're in Europe, you get it free shipping. So I'm sticking to those guns. I want this book in as many hands as
Free
possible.
shipping, you're charging, but low. Is that it? Or you have no shipping at all for Europe?
I have no shipping at all for Europe.
He has no shipping for Europe.
Ooh.
Oh my. That's
Yep.
wild.
If
Yeah,
you,
you're gonna take a hit there.
if you decide to close that tier and open one up with shipping, nobody will be mad at you.
No,
dude.
because dude, it's
You
like
don't-
it can
nobody
cost you
will be
anywhere
mad at you
between
for that.
$28 to $36 to send to certain places in Europe.
Yeah, maybe I need to actually. I better
Yeah.
talk to Max about that
Go
today.
to your campaign.
No, nobody be mad if you do that, dude.
You go to your campaign, you make that one invisible, hidden, and you clone it. You can copy that same the same thing. You go make the changes after.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be the move.
Because one thing you have to
Course,
understand is
then-
that
Of course, then people.
backers, but the backers
Go ahead.
will appreciate that you're willing to stick up for it, but they also don't want you to shoot yourself in the foot, right? So that's
Yeah,
why
I
even
mean-
backers
Exactly.
will,
It might not be the right move. The problem is if I clone the tier and make it invisible and show it again, then it'll appear as if nobody
it doesn't
nobody has
matter because
picked
you
that
still
tier.
It doesn't matter because you
I still have
your
the money.
backers.
Yeah.
And you have the total
backer
number of
still-
backers.
it still
So, I mean,
shows.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you have secret tiers, dude, it does the same thing. So it doesn't really matter because I sold a lot of my secret tiers and it doesn't show on the campaign, but it shows on the backer number.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
So it's better that you make sure that you don't drive yourself in a hole.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've got that many European backers, especially the gentleman that asked today specifically. We're
Yeah,
not
but that's-
going back on that word to him. He's getting his book shipped to him,
Mhm.
no cost. But
most
yeah,
people
maybe
will,
we shouldn't
like-
leave that available anymore.
But most
Maybe that's
people
not a
will
good idea.
tell you, look, I'm the same. Like I often I went to back a book and somebody weren't charging me shipping, and I'm like, dude, go
Yeah.
correct it.
And just be careful, man.
Yeah.
CG UK is strong, man. All you need is for the right people to hear about that dude. You'll have a whole bunch of people back in that book.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have a whole bunch of people back in that book. So
Well, I mean, we do have Max in UK, so I'm reasonably certain. I'll call him in a bit.
In the
and we'll
UK
sort
has
this out.
local shipping, yeah.
But I'm reasonably certain I can afford to keep the free shipping to UK. But
Yeah.
what I'm realizing now is Europe, even though it's a short distance, yeah.
Yeah.
Same with Canada, huh? Isn't that a bitch?
Yep.
I had a question for Roken.
Yeah.
The prince. Which one's the prince here? It says there's 4 of them. Is it these
Yeah.
A, B, C, D here?
Yeah, those 4
Mhm.
images are the options for prints.
Okay, so it's the standard cover, the Preston piece. Okay. Which one's D? I can't really see it too good.
So B is the brutal Rokon, which is the image where he has his 2 hands like this and he's all covered in blood. C is the variant cover by Preston. That image there is B. That image there is C. And D is a really cool picture of Rokon crushing a skull in his hand that hasn't been colored yet, but it will be by the time we are fulfilling.
Okay, and then A is of course the standard piece here.
Yeah, it is the big grand, Star Wars poster picture where you see the heads and the action shots of a lot of the characters.
Which one do you like, Sam? What's your favorite one?
What of the prints or the covers?
Yeah, of the prints.
I really like that one.
Yeah, this is my favorite. This one here.
Me too. That's definitely my favorite piece so far.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Same here.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll get for the print. Yeah. Okay, that was my question.
I like the composition. Yeah.
All right, let me see what's going on in the chat. Hex says, I'm in the car, otherwise I'd be dropping links, Doja-kun. Hail. Oh, let's see here. Thank you, so I have a wrench on the stream. Well, I solved that, Doja-kun. You have a wrench now. Let's see. Elgario says you're going to go broke with free shipping.
The thing is, the shipping is where it gets stupid, Ben. It's 500 grams or something like that, or 5,000. When you pass that certain amount, it doubles. So you can go quickly from $22 to $44 shipping, just because of the weight, because you're 0.05 over the 5. Yeah.
Well. Okay. Yeah.
It's why there's a lot of people that that they say careful with shipping.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that.
Yeah, it's absurd, dude. I mean,
it was
really
that absurd.
It's absurd, and I was surprised.
That's why many use stamp.com for the U.S.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into that.
But that's why me and Beacon started doing what we're doing. We're doing bulk shipment between each other, and like Bristolian Dave said, somebody in the UK would be kind of useful if we can connect all of this, send a few bulk shipment at least for the first fulfillment. Because that's what I'm doing right now. It's like right now I can charge $15 shipping to the US, even if you buy 2-3 copies, because he ships from there, right? When he gets the stuff.
That's right.
But after that first fulfillment's done, I have to close my campaign though, because after that I have to charge $25 shipping because they leave from my house.
Or create a different tier.
Exactly.
Close that tier. Yeah.
Miriam, Miss Katie says.
So if I've got what's that? Europeans are
gold in this case. Imagine you shipped to Australia $40 to $50 per package.
Yep.
I need to look into this shipping more.
I shipped the hardcover. I shipped the hardcover to Australia, and I think I charged like $45 for that, and I still paid way out of pocket.
Yep.
What do you mean shipping to Israel got no? How is it? That doesn't. Wow, I need to fix that because I'm not intending to ship to Israel for free.
Yeah. You put worldwide.
Worldwide. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't put worldwide for free. I put a price for it, but I probably need to make it more expensive than what I put.
Yeah, Yodam says on average he paid 20 to 25.
I'll repeat it again. If you need any help, reach out. I'll make time.
Yeah, I would appreciate that. If you have time today to look that over with me, Sim, that would be awesome. Or whenever you do have time. Okay.
Yeah. Just hit me up. I'll make time.
It sounds like an effing drug deal being planned. Yeah, we're the comic book cartel.
Yeah.
You didn't know?
We're the underground, dude. With the bootleggers. They're trying to control what you're reading. We're offering you quality and the taboo stuff. Right. Let's go.
Yeah, so it's been an hour 48. Let's start wrapping it up.
Okay, but before we wrap up, okay, I'll say,
Sam,
don't forget to sub, like, and shut up. Sub, like, and share this channel. Let's get this channel to over 500 subs so we can do an original art giveaway by yours truly. And when we reach 1,000 subs, he's going to be running that red dress run with us in Louisiana. Okay? And can you share my screen for a sec? But
no.
Yes. I want to show you a little something that Inkspot's working on for the Inkslayer magazine. He's going to be painting that little baby. And as you can see, he already started. So it's going to be Metal Mayhem Rock Boy, the son of the rock gods. And I rough penciled it, and he's painting it. And as you can see, it's coming out pretty sweet. And the other thing I want to show you guys is this. You've seen that page on the campaign, right? For Tales and Adverse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the next one. All fully done and colored.
Oh
It's
man,
not, I'm not showing it on the campaign, so you're getting a nice little glimpse here.
niceness.
So he's getting attacked by 3 random mercenary. And as you can see, he's not impressed.
Hmm.
And do you think I should show a little spoiler? Because I do have the next page all done. Do you think I should do a little spoiler just for you guys?
Just for us, yeah.
And here it is. Split. This is where that panel comes from.
There we go. Oh, ouch.
Very cool.
So this was my little teaser. There you go.
Okay, it says who's ink spots?
You know damn well who he is. And dude, one of the fun thing is in an Inkslayer, we're doing the Rose and Luwani story in painted style with my pencils. That's gonna be interesting.
Alrighty, so closing statements, Mr. John.
You can find me at Beyond Time Inc. on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Magna is available now. If you want to get books, will be shipping. We'll be getting them out this upcoming week. So if you want it back, you'll get your book soon. And Black Tiger, Hidden Dragon, please sign up for the mailing list. You'll also have the opportunity to do a catch me up and get Legacy of Fury as well. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Mr. Ben, your closing statement, sir.
Well, if you live in the United States, no, just kidding. Yeah, back Rokon. We're really excited about this project. The story is set. We need to get, we wanted to make this a bi-monthly series that to get the story told. We're gonna need to tell a lot of issues. The artwork is out of this world, as you can see for yourself. So, I don't know what else to say, man. You got to be a part of this. You're gonna regret it later. It's gonna be the next big thing. I know.
Okay. And Sim already did his pitch. We'll skip him.
Yep.
And so I just want to say thanks to everybody, of course, for joining us. And thanks to Mr. John and Ben for coming along and putting up with us for so long.
Thank you, guys.
And,
Had a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Max Hedstrom, for subbing. He said that earlier. And we'll see y'all again on the next one.
Later, don't forget to sub, like,